Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Oh my gosh, it is May 1st, my friends. Goodness gracious, the first month of Q2 is in the canaroo. Look at that, man. I rhymed. You know what it was? That Navy training.
Oh, I knew that was
I'm like a poet, man. I am creative sort. You know, that kind of guy. Tommy Gaynor working out. Give us the guns, dude. Give us the guns. Come on. Give us the... Yeah, baby. Yeah. Love it. Love it. We got Andrew Kabolsky. What's going on, dude? How are you, man? Let's talk to Andrew. I just think we need to talk to him real quick.
Actually, I was talking to Andrew yesterday.
Really?
I was.
Really? Were you scolding him?
No, I saved that for you, Frank.
It's all about the accountability.
The accountability.
You know what? Yeah. Andrew and I were talking about something unrelated, and then we were reminiscing about the fact. I said, you know what it's like? It's like finding a $20 bill in your jeans pocket. And then I was like, I wonder if like the younger generation understands that feeling, because I don't know, my kids never have cash in their pockets, right? Everything's like Venmo you this and that kind of thing. And I was like, I wonder if that's like lost on the younger generation. That that feeling when you put on a pair of jeans, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You're right. You guys are right. You're right. And I'm thinking about like my grandkids, everything is, well, it always starts with Nana. Nana, can you send me this? Nana, can you send me? But it's always an electronic transfer, some $5 some way, somehow that they, yeah. In fact, I even had Archer. He had a wad of cash from, I don't know, Christmas or something or whatever. And he was like, he wanted to give it to me so he could get it electronically back to him,
100%.
He's like, what am I going to do with this?
Can I give you this cash? Can you send it to me via Venmo? And it's just, I don't know. A lot of places I go now too, like my son's basketball tournament, they don't even take cash.
Yep. Yeah.
You have to use Venmo or like a credit card. It's just kind of nuts. So anyway, and then Andrew said, hey, I still pick up pennies when I find them.
What?
Like my man.
That's it.
Well, I'm officially in freak out mode because got to run payroll early this morning, and I've got college graduation for the University of Cincinnati this afternoon, and that same son gets married next Friday, so we are in complete.
Holy smokes! You got to be kidding. Let's see the shirt, man. The shirt's cool.
Yeah,
look at that.
Sweet.
Nice. Congratulate, dude. You got a lot going on, dude.
That's the trifecta or the Bermuda Triangle. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
I got to give Kristen that. Okay, you earned it. Wow. So, but you're still here on Breakfast Club. Oh, that's loyalty.
That's dedication.
I think that's what I was telling somebody yesterday. I was telling a realtor because she's gone through the same thing in the last couple of years with kids getting married and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you still gotta do the daily success plan, and you still gotta write business and close business and work conditions, and then still freak out.
Still freak out.
Well, the good news is you don't have as much time to freak out because you're too busy doing the other things. So
there you go.
That's right.
Confine the freak out, to a smaller space. Yeah. Well, man, dude, congratulations. Everybody's giving you congrats in the chat and all that kind of stuff. Very, very cool. Is he getting married locally, or are you guys doing one of those go-away wedding things?
Yeah, no, it's, it seems like kiddos these days, the young folks, they tend not to get married in churches anymore. They get married someplace else. And so it's only about a half hour away, an old airport with a hangar and airplanes, and they thought that's pretty neat. And it's going to be outdoors. It's, so we're, watching the weather.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah, because it could be crazy with you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's today's graduation is mid-50s and 30-mile-an-hour winds. So that's cool. And then it looks like the same kind of weather next Friday is, mid-50s, chance of rain, and not gale force winds, but it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be memorable.
It's gonna be thrilling. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Well, good stuff, man. Congrats on everything, brother.
Thanks.
Killer stuff.
That's awesome, Andrew.
It is awesome, man. All right, let's float around here. What do we got cooking? Who do we pick on? We need a win. Somebody, you know what? Rather than me pick on you, just go ahead and raise your hand and share your win, because we're probably gonna pick you anyway. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hand it off to maybe Jen Woodland this morning to pick somebody. So yeah, Jen, you need to pick somebody for one. Well, you might as well raise your hand, whoever you are. You know she's looking right at you right now. You may as well raise your hand. Suck it up. Give us your win.
Okay, I totally want to pick on. Let's go with Michael Brunelli.
Whoa.
That's who I'm going. Yeah, we always kind of hear from the same people. So,
Michael Brunelli, what's going on? Where are you? I don't even see you. Where are you? Is he talking? Can I sad trombone him?
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Yeah, hey, what's going on, Mike?
Not much. The win this week is I had a good meeting with Kristen Simpson about. I'm not part of the March Market Analyst yet, but we had a really good meeting about kind of next steps. So that was my win for the week. Had a really good couple of meetings also with some referral partners, just so you know. But there's a couple good wins.
Nice. So I know the meeting with Kristen was absolutely riveting and exciting. So we won't go through that, right? But with the realtor partners, tell me about one of them. Like, how did it go? How did it end? How did it start? How did it go? How did it end?
Yeah, so Kristen and I talked about this briefly. It's not somebody that's doing the 8 closed or buyer side transactions yet per year, but she's in the 4 to 6 range. And so it was somebody that I had known before and just kind of was hesitant about meeting with her because she was just kind of not in my general, really market, so to speak. But she's somebody I've worked with before. So it was good just kind of reconnecting with her, for lack of a better way of saying it, and just having some time to understand a little bit more about her business and talking about ways where I can help her maybe promote more of what she's doing on her listings. But more importantly, some of the folks she's talked with over the last year that she just doesn't stay in touch with. I said, well, help me to help you walk in that and somehow be able to, to bring them back around to where, they could be in a place where they want to buy now. So that was kind of the entree to her and the reason why I scheduled the meeting to say, hey, what are you doing? I didn't say it like that, obviously, but how is that going as far as reconnecting with buyers that you've talked to in the last 6 to 12 months?
Nice, man. Was this in person or was it a Zoom deal?
It was in person. It was a coffee. It was probably a 30-minute meeting, but it was in person. She's not that far from me. I said that she's not in my market, really close by, but she's within 30 minutes of me. So yeah, it was in person meeting. So it was a good one overall, I would say. Wonderful,
man. I think that's cool. That's a good meeting. Why not, man? That's killer. Good stuff. That's a win. Now it's just the follow-up, Now it's just the follow-up, and that weekly, hey, just checking in. How's it going? Anything I can help you with? Anybody I can help you with? Dude, maybe now she's at 4 to 6, but you're right. Maybe she'll ramp up to 8. Just stay in touch. You never know. You're going to be on the, catch it at the right time, right? You catch the buyer at the right time. Good stuff. Then you get into a purchase deal, and then there's a listing agent on the end of the deal, right? Now I got a new target, that listing agent, right? So it just all works together, man. Good stuff, brother. Well, I hope you become a member real soon.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So just so you know, Kristen's super sweet to get you in, but then the hammer comes down once you get in.
Frank, you're the only one I saved the hammer for. So I'm just saying.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. All right, well, let's get Chris Johnstone up. This is going to be cool today, man. This is going to be cool. Chris, what's happening, brother?
Oh, man, there is so much in the world of AI and marketing in general. Let me hear it in the chat. Who's using AI right now? Are you actually implementing these tools? And I'd love to know, what tools are you using? Like, hey, I'm using Claude, I'm using ChatGPT. There's all kinds of other stuff out there. Who from the community has started to lean in on these tools? And if there's anybody in the community that has gotten a deal from AI. So if AI has recommended your business, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, if you've gotten a deal from AI? Put that in the chat, because we're starting to hear that. Like, Frank, I'm getting like every 3 days, every 4 days, at least once a week, we have somebody in the community that's like, hey, I'm creating the content, I'm building the authority, I'm getting referrals. Like, people are using AI to search for mortgage lenders, and I'm getting those referrals.
So cool.
Which is super cool.
It is.
And this is amazing to see in the chat. People are moving tools from ChatGPT to Claude, but all types of different ways of using it. Just questions, writing emails, images, all kinds of stuff. Has anybody struggled with, okay, AI is everywhere. It's in everything. It's in obviously here in the finance industry, but it's in healthcare, it's driving cars, it's global logistics. Like, AI is touching every single part of our world. So when you've got something that's transforming our society and it's touching everything, it can be overwhelming to be like, okay, how do I approach this? How do I get started with this? What's the first thing that I should do in my mortgage business to apply it? Has anybody in the chat experienced a little bit of overwhelm? Kristen, I mean, just us here in our community, it's like, I can use it for everything. What should I do first, right?
Yeah, that's always the thing. Where do I start? Like, what's the first thing, you know?
That's awesome. Well, that's what we're going to do today. And so I was thinking about the community, and I was like, what's the easiest way for us to put together a simple little roadmap? And then the problem that I had, Frank, was like, everybody's different. Every business is different. Every market is different. Every loan officer has unique things. Some people are really good on the database side of things. Some people are really good on the realtor side of things. So what I did was I put together a quiz for everybody to take, right? AI powered. So AI is going to do all the work for us. All you got to do is figure it out. And you take the quiz, and based on the answers that you give to the quiz, it's going to spit out a personalized implementation plan just for you. So everybody's answer is going to be different, and it's all analyzed by the AI in the back end of this quiz. So we're going to go through the quiz together, and I'm going to do it with you, and we're going to just like pull it up and go through the quiz. And you can go and this is free. Like, there's no aha or gotcha. You don't have to buy anything. And it's just like to take the quiz to get that one project where it's like, okay, if I want to generate deals, leads, customers, growth, that's what we're focused on. So this isn't like, hey, I'm going to do shiny images and because I like cats. This is like real implementation of artificial intelligence in your business. So that's what we're going to go through. So for those of you that are watching, it's loaiquiz.com. And then it's in the chat there for you as well. And then I'll pull up a QR code. So if you want to just scan the QR code, you can scan the QR code as well. So you should be able to see on my screen this wonderful QR code there. We'll put this up just for a second. So the way that these work, super simple. You just open the camera on your phone. So open the camera app, point that at the screen, and it's going to put a little yellow thing around that QR code. And then you're going to see loaiquiz.com show up underneath the QR code. You just tap it like a link that shows up on your screen. And then that will actually take you to the quiz itself. And so, everybody with me?
With you.
Yep.
At least Kristen, I am. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm with you.
Frank, I couldn't help but notice that Kristen was there really fast, but it took you an extra couple of seconds to go, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know what I have? I have like a built-in filter to make sure that there was no viruses or anything. So I can do that right from my brain. It does take an extra second or two. Kristen doesn't have that. So just, you know, yeah.
It's having a senior moment. I don't have that either.
You guys are great. Okay, cool. So we're just going to go into the actual quiz and go through the process. Now, as I'm going through the quiz, I'm going to talk you through it. So you can go through and do the answers and get your quiz, but we're going to talk through this because I find that's probably the most valuable way to share with the community what's going to come out the back end of the quiz and really explaining to everybody why we built the quiz the way that we did. So question number 1 is, where are you at in your AI implementation journey? And what this does behind the scenes is it changes the response that comes out the back end on how the AI is going to talk to you about implementation of AI. So if you put in, I haven't started yet, AI feels overwhelming, it will just give you basics at the very end of just like, hey, this is where you should focus, but give it to you really clear and easy. Where if you put a more advanced answer, like I have AI integrated into multiple parts of my business, it's going to be able to talk to you about specific tools and all that wonderful stuff. The next question is, are you currently buying leads from insert in service here, right? This was chosen by artificial intelligence to put these in here, but it can be like any platform out there. And then it asks you like, yes, they're my primary lead source. I supplement with other sources. No, I rely mostly on referrals. And no, I generate my own leads. So I'm assuming most people here in the community are going to be C, I rely mostly on referrals, right? Which is the daily success plan and the most efficient, effective, in my opinion, best way to grow a mortgage business is based on referrals. But I know a lot of people in the community that have co-marketing agreements, that have real estate agents that are partners of yours that are spending tremendous amounts of money on lead gen, and that's their problem. So the reason why I'm asking this question is because oftentimes, if you're investing in leads or you have a partner that is investing in lead generation, artificial intelligence can dramatically change the amount of conversion that you get from the leads that are being purchased in a real estate and mortgage funnel. And you all know that I love what I call the irresistible offer. So you go to a top performing real estate professional, they're already investing money in lead generation, and you go to them and say, hey, would you like me to help you convert those leads? You've got the real estate offer, I've got the mortgage offer. If you share those leads with me, I'll convert those leads and we'll work those leads together. Well, using artificial intelligence, you can just automatically have those leads go into a system. The responses are instant. When somebody responds to the immediate outreach, all of the AI responses, whether it's a text message or an email or a DM or whatever it is, the AI can have the conversation for you and immediately convert that lead into a pre-qualification appointment. So you're actually taking more of an asset that you already have and generating more opportunities from it. So if you have opportunities for lead gen, AI is an immediate win for you and your referral partner if you're just taking the leads, giving them to AI, and having AI do the follow-up rather than just doing it the traditional way. Did I explain that okay? That makes sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Yep. So we're going to put in here, no, I rely mostly on referrals. And then we get into, are all of your leads being followed up on by AI automatically? And so this comes down to, oftentimes, picking up our phone is the most profitable thing that we can do in the mortgage business. I saw a really big thread on what's the perfect thing to put on your voicemail message this week. I was inside a community and there was like all of these scripts being put out there on like, here's the perfect voicemail. And I hope I didn't offend anybody, but I was like, y'all, voicemail? Like, no. AI should answer your phone. Nobody should ever go to voicemail. When somebody calls your phone, if you don't pick up, it should forward to an AI voice number. AI should pick up and say, hello, this is Chris Johnstone's AI assistant. How can I help you today? Help that person with what they need. And if they need to book an appointment, automatically book them on your calendar. Like, that's the world that we live in. And that's the difference between an AI-powered professional and somebody who's trying to do it the traditional way. Because we all know if somebody needs something right away and they go to voicemail, what are they doing? They're then calling the next number, right? And that's how we lose deals. But AI closes that loop and gets you that opportunity. Now, if you're using a system like the Loan Officer AI CRM, when somebody calls into that number, follow-up has to happen. Every time you get a lead from every source, there's two parts. There's the immediate conversion of that lead, which has to happen instantly, has to happen within the first 5 minutes, right? Because that's when we convert the lead. But we've studied enough leads that have come through our CRM that we know that the next opportunity where we convert the most amount of leads is actually in like the 3 to 4 month window. It's not immediately, it's, hey, I'm looking to buy, I'm not ready to go right now, I'm touching the water with my toe, and I'll be back when I'm really serious. Most professionals in our industry, the real estate industry and the mortgage industry, don't follow up for 3 to 4 months. It's like, I believe it's over 83% of mortgage professionals don't follow up a third time, right? It's like, I will call you, I will text you, and then it's up to you to call me. Well, every lead that you get should automatically go into a follow-up system that sends friendly check-in text messages, friendly emails, friendly follow-up systems. So every lead that you get should be followed up on immediately and over time. And that's another way to take artificial intelligence and make a dramatic difference in the opportunities that you already have. We're not spending any money. We're not even generating any more leads. We're just getting more from what we already have in the business. And so I'm just going to put here, I have decent automation, but it's not AI powered. Are you currently getting inbound applications from AI when people use ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini to search for mortgage help? This is a critical question because I believe this to be the greatest new inbound lead opportunity that we have in our industry. We are always going to be referral based. Referrals from past customers, referrals from referral partners. But I believe that if you can get artificial intelligence to see you as the expert in your local marketplace by using it to help run your business, using it to create your weekly newsletter, using it to create content, teaching it while you're going through that process, and teaching the artificial intelligence that you're the expert, I believe that AI is that third referral partner in the market. You've got your database of people that know you, like you, trust you, past customers. You've got referral partners, which is our realtors, but also financial planners, insurance advisors, all those wonderful people. There are just as many people that are going to be using AI and that are using AI right now to find their properties, to go through the real estate experience and then say, who do you think I should be using for my mortgage? If you can use AI to recommend your business and your name when people are using artificial intelligence, it's the third referral partner. It's the third leg on the stool. And we're so early on this in our community here. There are so many people that are just not plugged in on this. Frank, I know we're short on time, but I have to tell a little story here. It was my daughter's birthday this week. And so her birthday was on Tuesday. It was awesome. It was amazing. So on the week previous, we held a party for her, and we had a birthday volleyball party for her. So one of the dads is at the party is a big realtor here in the local marketplace. Unbeknownst to me, like we're homies. We hang out. We see each other at all these things all the time. So he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, dude, I got to tell you something. I read your book. It was really good." And I got so awkward. I got like so awkward. I was like, cool. And he's like, I closed a $1.5 million transaction from a ChatGPT referral. And I never thought, how do I do more of that until I saw your book? And I was like, So there's also value in taking this conversation to your real estate partners of, is your real estate business being recommended by AI and ChatGPT and having that conversation? And the first step in doing that is going through the content in the book, setting up your weekly newsletter with ChatGPT as a task and going through that. So that's why we're asking the question and how it's going to tailor the responses to you at the end. So I'm going to say I've heard about it, but I haven't set anything up. And I'm just clicking these answers to go through the process. Our next question is, do you have automatic value-based outreach going out to your database of past clients and referral partners every week? So I believe that these local AI researched and AI built newsletters that go out should be going to your past customers, even your past leads, all the people that know you, like you, and trust you, all of the real estate agents in your marketplace. Qualified, unqualified, sent you a deal, didn't send you a deal, doesn't matter. Because it is that week's local market information about what's happening in the real estate market. And at the bottom of every single one of them is an ask for referrals. And what that strategy does is it markets to your database of everybody that you have out there, but it also trains the artificial intelligence once a week that you are the mortgage expert in your local marketplace that's researching the content, creating the content, working on the content, and sending it to your database. So it's kind of like the double whammy. So if you're not doing this, pro tip, or skip to the very end, like if you put no, I'm not doing this, this is going to be the first recommendation that AI is going to give to you for what you need to start doing in your mortgage business in order to make an impact. Because we believe that that strategy is the best way for mortgage professionals to learn artificial intelligence and generate leads and deals at the same time. Next up, do you have a list of all the real estate agents in your local market plugged into a system that reaches out every week and books appointments? That's our newsletter. Well, if you don't have the agents inside a system like the Loan Officer AI CRM, you can't communicate with them. So you got to make sure that you actually have the list. And Frank, again, I don't want to go too deep into this particular topic, but we're going to be doing a class. So not next week, but the week after that. I've created a task that goes into Claude Cowork that actually identifies the real estate agents in your marketplace that have the largest swagger or oomph, or I don't know how to put it. But we're pulling in all of this data inside Claude Cowork, and it turns on and actually pulls out the influential real estate agents in your local marketplace, creates a custom one-on-one outreach for that real estate agent, puts them into your CRM, and then drops them into a follow-up sequence after it sends the initial messages. And so it's actually a way of building a qualified agent list, but in real time every time Claude Cowork turns on. It's super cool. So again, if you don't have a list of qualified real estate agents in a system that you can send value to every week, that's something that you need to apply artificial intelligence to in order to move forward on that. So you put your answer in there, and then it says, do you have a compelling offer to get real estate agents to send you referrals? So Frank, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we created the perfect PDF for follow-up. And on the class at noon, we went through and took all the offers that we give to real estate agents, and we used AI to create a follow-up PDF that goes on the emails that we send out specifically to our qualified real estate agents. So when we drop them into a funnel, all of those automatic emails that are going out to all the agents in the marketplace has a little PDF that's been created by AI at the end of it. And it's like, here's why you should send me your next deal. And we call it the one deal follow-up. And it's just an offer that goes out on every piece of communication that you're sending out in that drip sequence. And it's a salesperson that comes along with every email message. Again, written by AI, packaged into a PDF by artificial intelligence, looks absolutely amazing. And we're actually dropping these agents into a follow-up where once a week, they get a different reason why they should send the first deal to you. And so that little PDF is asking for the business every single time. And so this question, if you're not doing this, is going to recommend that as a strategy in your stack of how to implement artificial intelligence. So you select your answer. And then our final one here, I believe, is do you have question 8 of 10. So we'll go quick through these next ones. Do you have AI reaching out to your pre-qualifications and close clients every week to close more of your deals and generate referrals? This is absolutely part of the daily success plan. And we believe that you should be automatically taking everybody that you have a pre-qualification with and loading them into a power dialer. So you can just show up in your CRM, open the power dialer for the day, hit the button, and it's going to call the people according to the daily success plan. AI can organize all those contacts, load them into the workflows, have them ready inside the power dialer for you inside the system. Next question, pretty simple. Do you use a power dialer? We believe technology is so that you can, write a small check to potentially cash a larger check. A power dialer just has more conversations in the same amount of time. No income claims, but we believe if you have more conversations, you will take more applications and you should potentially fund more loans. And then our final question is, which AI platform do you use most often? ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or I got to put a little other on the bottom there so that you can fill in the ones that you use. But we put that on there again so that if you decide to get on the phone with one of our specialists to go through the process, they can talk to you about the tool that you like to use, because these can be built inside ChatGPT, they can be built inside Claude. So if you're already on one of those platforms, we'll talk to you about using the platform that you're currently using. So once you fill out all the questions, you just put in your name, first name, last name, email, and phone number, and it will punch out your AI readiness score. And so I'm going to put this in here, see my AI readiness score, and voila, here we go. So based on my responses, I scored a 13 out of 30, and I am AI aware. And my number one focus area for me is database and referral marketing. And then, then we're going to go through that actual strategy itself, and then you can download your AI blueprint right here. Well, it will show you the answers to all of the questions that you put out there and the strategy that you should focus on first. So, right on time in our first 10 questions. And I hope, Frank, that that was valuable in seeing how the questions relate to how we can actually implement the AI in our mortgage businesses on processes that are actually going to move the needle and potentially bring in deals. So one final thing, and then maybe we'll wrap up with some questions. The Loan Officer AI CRM has all of those systems that we just talked about baked into the platform. If you haven't tried it yet, you can try it for just $1. You can go to loanofficercrm.ai/trial. This is a Breakfast Club special, right? You can go to this website, sign up for $1, try the system out for 4 weeks. If you are not tickled pink, absolutely thrilled with the onboarding experience, which is a one-on-one experience. So you invest your $1, you're going to get on a one-on-one meeting with our team. We're going to set the CRM up for you, help you launch it, walk you through the whole process, work to get your first campaign actually launched. If at the end of the 4 weeks you are not happy, no problem at all. It's super chill, and we will even give you your $1 back if you don't like the system. And it's just there so that you can try it and know whether the opportunity is right for you. After the 4 weeks, it's $297 every 4 weeks after that, and you've got full access to the full power of the program. So you can sign up today. It's loanofficercrm.ai/trial, and you can claim your $1 free trial there today.
Awesome. I got a 15.
No, you didn't.
He cheated.
Yes, I did.
He totally cheated.
I got a 15. That's not that good, in my opinion. Out of 30, I'm at Hope got 14. What'd you guys get? Put it in the chat what you got on your score.
Mary totally says you cheated too.
Dave Fox, 21.
Feel any better? My actual score was a 25. So
John Tanner, 80.
I believe that Dave Fox got a 21. I believe that one.
Yeah,
sure.
Dave's amazing. He's
Scott got 19.
Yes, Scott.
Jared 20. Some peeps are doing pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Guy 10. Wow. Yeah, I beat Marty Guy Fink at something. That's cool. I'm gonna remember that.
He's going to put it on a t-shirt, Marty.
That's right. But she's got people running the AI for her. So I think there's bonus points that the quiz didn't get for that.
Right. Scott got a 19. I say that. Yeah. That's cool, man. I dig it.
Was that fun? Did everybody?
It's fun. I like it. Yeah. And it just kind of lays out where you really kind of stand, Kristen. -5. Yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's really, really cool. And the nice thing too is like, if peeps want to go further, they have the way to do it. There's a path, and you provide it. So it's really great. But
yeah. And for anybody who's feeling like they're behind with their number, what Chris said earlier is so true. We feel like maybe we're behind because we hear this stuff every Friday, but what majority of people would you say, Chris, have not even dipped the toe into this?
Oh, yeah.
Like 90% of our industry is still in the unaware phase of what AI can do and how fast it's moving. If you've been on these classes here on Breakfast Club for the last 3 or 4 months, you're absolutely in the top 10% of people in the mortgage industry on AI and what it's capable of and what it's doing and where it's headed. So you're still way ahead of the curve. And Kristen, another thing that I think is important is I saw another stat that it's like 77. So they did this like big study that they put out about artificial intelligence and business itself. And it's like 77% of people that consider themselves educated on artificial intelligence, only 14% of them have actually implemented something. And so there's a ton of people that are like learning about all of this stuff and not doing anything with it. So that's, again, another reason why I put together the quiz, because it's like, you don't have to be super educated. It's the implementation of this. And I wanted to give everybody just like one clear thing that you can do, a project that you can punch out in 1 to 2 weeks. And then once it's set up, it's just up, it's running, it's automated. You're ahead of most people. And that momentum of doing your first implementation of actually having it do something for you, that can snowball into a real career-changing pivot in how you leverage technology. So all I'm trying to do here is provide the education on all the strategies and get you to pick one. Because if I can get you to implement one, I think I can change your career and change your life. And so that's really where
I would say that goes for every single day of the Daily Success Plan and our Friday AI implementation right there.
Isn't that the truth?
That about sums it up.
Hey, just as a reminder, if you're enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube, you can catch our live shows. The live shows are really cool because there's oftentimes downloads and giveaways. It's really, really fun. To subscribe, you simply go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. That's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Subscribe and join us on our live shows. They're 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there. It's interesting that you brought up that there's a big awareness of it, but the implementation is so small. And that's really cool. That's why it's so cool that you're here, you put together the CRM, you put this, because now at least we have a mechanism to deploy something, because without this, it would just be, what can we do? All we can do is make emails or something. We can't really deploy it into the business and have it interacting with clients and reaching out and doing all those things. That's super cool, man. Good stuff. We're all lucky. We're all lucky to be here. I think we're blessed and lucky, man, because you're right. This is already running away like crazy, and if we're not hanging on, hey, let me hang on to this thing, we're going to be so left behind so fast, so fast. Yeah. So good stuff, Chris Johnstone. As always, great stuff. Terrific, man. Awesome, man. So cool. Well, what's going on this weekend? What are you guys doing? Put it in the chat. What are you doing this weekend as we play out here and finish up this Friday? And hope you guys have a great weekend. And we'll be back here on Monday. Any parting words, Chris, before I push a rugby match? Holy crap. Are you participating, Scott, or are you watching? That's the question. Participant?
A little bit of
both. In the audience.
Playing an old boys match, then watching my son play too.
You play rugby?
30 years.
No way. Serious?
Frankie can kick your butt.
Oh, are you kidding? Without question. Yeah, I'm already intimidated. Look at him. I mean, I would just crumble, collapse, just like, don't hurt me.
Well, I played in the Marines too. So, Department of the Navy.
God.
Wow.
Yes, a Department of the Navy. That's right. Yeah, just remember that. Yeah. Scott, that's crazy, man. So what are you? Are you a scrum half?
Outside center.
Outside center. Are you impressed I knew that word, scrum half?
That was impressive.
I know.
Scrum halves are the little guys. I'm the
yeah,
little
right.
guy.
Yeah. I think I've told the story before. There was this guy, and I'll bore you with it again, but when I was probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years into being a loan officer, our mortgage brokerage hired this guy. His name was Mark Lanfranchi from Australia. And he stood like, Chris, 6'6", just brick, what house, just like stud, and the girls just fawned over him like crazy. But he played rugby. He was a rugby guy, right? To put it at another level, he was a rugby player, to make it even worse for the rest of us little guys. But he was always like, oh, Frank, you ought to come play rugby. Yeah, come. I'm like, dude, you're like a brick wall. Like, what are you, nuts? No, you'd be a scrum half. You'd be a scrum half. We need little guys, just scrum half. I'm like, no, thanks, dude. I don't even know what rugby does or how it works, but I don't want to be involved with people like you.
You just know that's not going to end well.
I want to run away from those guys.
Yeah, you're fast and agile. Yeah, because you need to be. Well, cool, man. Good luck. Yeah, have fun. Dude, rugby, man. Chris, I'm surprised you're not a rugby guy with all the crazy crap you do. No?
Too much hugging.
Too much hugging. Yes, indeed. Okay. Yeah.
More of a spelunker.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the weekend here? Let's see.
Robert's daughter's running a half marathon, and
it's the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
The Kentucky Derby's going on.
Oh.
Yep.
Kentucky Derby. That's kind of a neat thing. I've never done that.
To watch.
Alexander's visiting open houses. Way to go.
Yes.
Nice.
John Tanner has been influenced to create content this weekend. And Drew is got a dirt bike race.
Nice.
Drew, are you racing? Drew? Are you there? Where you at, Drew? Come on.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So you're racing a dirt bike this weekend?
Yep. My last year in the, not 50 class.
Well, really? So how big's the bike? 250?
302 stroke.
Two-stroker.
That probably sounds awesome.
A 302 stroke. That's like a 604 stroke, right?
Something like that.
I think it is, right? Isn't it like the two strokes are twice as powerful as the four strokes, aren't they, or something like that?
Four stroke technology is really caught up. So a 450 is like a 1980s, 600. Like four strokes have gotten much better.
Yeah, okay.
302 strokes. I blew up the last one at like 85 or 90.
What do you mean at 85 or 90?
Miles an hour.
Oh, really? Not on the dirt.
We got some bad AWSs in this group.
I know, man.
Some superstars. I blew my bike up.
I know.
Frank's just trying not to hurt himself stretching this weekend or yawning. Getting off the chairs.
Don't get me wrong. I still throw out my back picking socks up off the ground.
Okay, now we all feel better. Thank you, Drew.
So, hey, real quick too, Drew. So when you do a race, right, are you just doing one race, or is it like, because I don't know how the dirt thing works. I'm a MotoGP guy, right? So do you, on a race weekend, are you like doing a race and then maybe progress to the next race, or is it just one class, one race for that day? How does that work?
So this is desert racing. Everybody kind of leaves staggered for all the classes. All of the laps are in the neighborhood of 25 to 35 miles.
So it's like a Dakar kind of a thing. So you're just getting to the line. They say go, and you're on your own time basically to just get through it as fast as you can.
Yeah, it's not like motocross. It's not like it's not like track racing. They're not groomed courses. It's just flying flat out across the desert.
That is so cool. Where is it at?
Cool.
This one's in Cuba, New Mexico. So northern.
That is awesome, dude.
Wow.
That is awesome. I know what you're talking about. I've seen guys doing those races. Bro, Chris, have you ever seen that? They like just glide. Like their bodies are like part of the suspension of the bike. And like the bike is just doing all this crazy crap, even flying through the air, it jumps and stuff. But their bodies are just like, it's almost like their head and their body are perfectly stable and everything is going on underneath it. Am I right, Drew? You know?
Yeah, it's kind of like a two-wheeled version of a duck.
Yeah, a lot of things going on underneath.
A lot of things going on underneath there, yeah.
Yeah, but they're like their bodies and their heads are like just stable. You know, it's the coolest thing, man. They're nuts. That's congratulations, Drew. I'm impressed. Rugby player, got a whatever you call that kind of racing guy. Killer stuff. Well, you guys have fun. You guys have a great time. I just have
this weird visual of Drew just like burning through the desert on the back of a duck.
Yeah. I feel a ChatGPT image coming up here pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But wow, that's cool stuff. It's my anniversary this weekend, so we're having a nice dinner on Saturday night, and I'm going to try and convince her into going on a little motorcycle trip to the coast on Sunday. And we'll see. But I'm sitting in an open house with my wife on Saturday as well. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Because she couldn't rope our son into it, who's the actual lender. I'm just, I'm just the muscle. That's what it is. I'm just the muscle, just there to make sure nothing goes wrong. So,
amazing.
All right. Well, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And we will see you guys back here on Monday. Adios, my friends. See ya. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you guys have a great anniversary dinner, Frank.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. See you later.
Awesome.